Hey, everybody, it's time to swing. We're still swinging, and I'm your host, Thomas. And today, family, we got my man Ali Zoe Adams up. Ali Zoe Adams called me today, family, out of the blue. Let me tell you how it happened, family. I got a $500 cash app. And look, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for the cash apps because family, I be getting cash apps all day. Why can't y'all just hit the like button? They free. But I appreciate it. Look, I appreciate the support. You know I do. All right. So I get like a $500 cash app. So I'm like, I gotta accept it. And I'm thinking one of my subscribers must have made a mistake and sent me $500 by mistake. So I hit decline, right? And somebody send the cash app back. So I checked, and it's a message with that cash app, and it's Zoe and Peoples trying to get in contact with me. He want to talk to me, So I reach out to his people, and they facilitate, what's going on, and lo and behold, about 20 minutes later, Zoe called me. And me and him was talking for about an hour. Family, he coming to the channel. He going to do the interview. But family, first and foremost, we got to get that subscriber count up because we need to be able to capitalize on the interview also, right? So look, but without further ado, we back into it. Look, you know what it is. Listen, Ali Zoe Adams, we with the program. He got a lot to talk about tonight. And look, family, we keeping it busted.
Look, with my lady who I had met in Miami at the time, and then I started a room with my man Zoe at the time. And by the time I got down there with the chain gang, my man Zoe was already on Chrome Heart shit too. He was like the only other person I knew beside Chrissy that was on Chrome Heart. But he's backing out chains that cost $3,000-$4,000, cuffs that cost $5,000. All this is all silver, all silver shit. This is back in 04, 05, shit like that.
I can't believe you spending that type of money on drip. But you met Chrissy in Miami?
She from Harlem, but I met her in Miami.
Okay, so she was like she was like a stylist for you when y'all met.
She wasn't a stylist. She just was always fly. Like Chrissy was one of the flyest girls in Harlem. One of the girls that, not just me, most of the niggas in Harlem grew up, had a crush on her and shit like that, you dig? So in passing, I would see her here, see her there, parties, Puffy, all this type of shit, always see her around, but I never knew her and shit like that. She would see me, say hi, and then one day we in Miami and I'm partying with Zoe, walking there, and I almost fainted, like, yo, Zoe. He didn't know why I was going crazy, but in my mind, I'm like, oh my God. So that was a great moment for me, and that was like a big score for me. I was young. It was dope.
Yeah. At that age, you obviously lit. You having your way. You could have anybody that you wanted. But was it that stood out besides looks that Chrissy had that made you be like, yo, this is the one I want to, you know what I'm saying, spend forever with?
She didn't tolerate nothing that none of the other bitches would tolerate. Like, I remember we in a club one day, like you said, I'm lit, I'm having my way. And I'm trying to talk to another girl, but be slick about it. And Chrissy's in the back in the booth and shit like that. And then I had Zoe tapping my shoulder like, boy, she just left the club. You better go get her. I'm like, yo, why you left the club? Yo, I'm like, yo, get my credit. I just run out this fucking chasing her out the club. Like, yo. And I was like, all right.
All right, family, if you ain't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that like button. Look, I could have took the interview with Ali if I had 1,000 subscribers. Y'all pull up with me every night. I ain't taking that interview until I get 1,000 subscribers. And hit that like button for me, family, and we keeping it busting.
So, Sean, come on, Sean. Sean, how you gonna sell it all them goddamn pills? And doing all this talking now, man. What the hell this world done got to? We was on no talking, now we doing a bunch of
talking. we were all cuddle puddles.
Yeah.
No, man. just to lay down some of your credentials, then, you know, I've told the viewers that you've been in some Diddy videos and many other videos. I'm gonna. What is it? Jim Jones is the first one I think you showed us. Let's see. Here we go. So you're in the beginning of this one, right?
Oh yeah, that's my Porsche too.
All right, I'm gonna play the beginning of this one for the viewers to see you in action. I'm gonna keep the sound muted, viewers, so we don't get a copyright strike.
Yeah.
And here we go.
Whoa. That's me. That's my Porsche. Oh.
Let me make it
That's me.
bigger. What is it?
Yeah.
All right, so there's the beginning of that one.
Yeah.
We've already got 2,000 people watching live. Let me just get rid of this one for a second. I've been doing most of the talking, Ali. So can you just briefly just say hello to the viewers? And this is a chance to introduce yourself.
Hey, what's going on, UK? I'm Ali Zoe Adam, Zoe Pound. I'm Haitian. I'm out of Miami. Miami is where I'm raised, and I must say, for all entertainers in America, if you want to enjoy your money, you must come to Miami. It's the #1 place to enjoy your money. When you go to Ocean Drive, all you see is G-strings, far as the eyes can see.
I couldn't agree with him more.
And we're gonna get into your story before we get to the partying with Diddy and all the big names and stuff.
Yeah.
But just to give the viewers a little tease of what's coming, what kind of names did you party with?
They party with me. Like
Exactly.
You know, it was a little different. Guys from the streets was very, collar popping, and everybody wanted to mimic the life and try to see how to move, how to swag, how to talk, and use their music and use the words in their music. So, every night is like 300 people with me. So, it was differential people with me every night. I was making great money. I got indicted for 172 million. So, that's just some money laundering. Yeah. Sean, you was acting an ass now. Stop it. You was acting an ass now. They outlawed your ass, man. That motherfucker can't come back there, man. Don't bring him back. Yeah.
All right, so guys, I'm gonna go over some of Ali's backstory before we get to the party stuff. And Ali has agreed, he can talk about some Diddy stuff, 50 Cent stuff, Jay-Z. We've got all this stuff coming up. But before we get to that, Ali, let's go back, over your life history. How did it begin for you? What was it like for you growing up?
I came from Haiti, 1984. We had a president called Jean-Claude Duvalier, and he was a dictator. But I wasn't the minority, and I wasn't poor. I was under his regime, and so his regime had a coup d'etat, and his regime lost power. And when they lose power, everybody that's in administration, you got to put tires over them and burn them up. So we had to leave. So we jumped on the boats, exiled to Miami. Sad to say, one boat flipped over with my auntie, flipped over with 3 cousins, 4 aunts, 2 uncles, and I lost family members, but I reached Miami personally for me. But it's always been a heartfelt issue. But I landed in Miami-Dade, Florida, 1980-85, 84, 84.
Man, that must have been heartbreaking to lose family members like that.
Yeah, it was some good family members, cool uncles too, man. Yeah, but you know, not just me. Many people take this trip from Haiti, Virgin Islands, Trinidad, Dominican Republic, trying to go to America, and there ain't nothing but sharks out there. If that boat flip, it's over with. Sharks gonna eat you up. It's over with. Don't even try to come up. You're dead.
What was it like getting established?
That's crazy, family. You never know how some people got it, do you?
Establishing as far as where?
In America.
Oh, I wasn't really embraced. I wasn't embraced. There was a lot of immigrants, crucial issues going on, and I wasn't cool where I could say, what's up? And I wanted to be a pilot for my mother. And in school, I'm being targeted. So I'm like, I'm the show in 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th grade where I'm fighting. I'm steady fighting. To you know what I'm saying? So within that, my mother got a store in Carol City. So 19 of us stayed in a house in Carol City, and my mother bought a store. And in front of the store, come to find out, it was a crack epidemic. So, you know, guys was like, you can own the store if you want, but we own the front of the store. So we had to negotiate, so it became something that got immune to me to try to, you know, understand what's going on. But I fell in love with they were looking good. They were looking real sporty and flamboyant, and they were really, you know what I'm saying, coming through in some nice rides, and girls was like, hey, they were just saying, hey to me, you know, so, you know.
Yo, when I was a kid, right, there was this dude on the block, right? It was the local D-boy. And yo, I just remember every time he would pull up in that Benz, all the girls would come outside. That stuck in my head as a kid. I wanted to be that dude.
You know.
Had you watched any movies, like gangster movies, as a young man that had an impression on you?
Gangster movies, you know, Scarface is out of Miami, because I really came up with a lot of Cubans, you know. From Miami, all we had was, our historical issue was Castro and Cuba and Uncle Luke. They were our, you know, some people like Atlanta got Martin Luther King, you know what I'm saying, Malcolm, you know, Alabama has Tennessee, New York got 5%ers, but for Miami it was Castro and Uncle Luke Skywalker. So it was something that I could tell mold me, you know.
How realistic was Scarface?
The Cubans had it, because I ended up doing, to go all the way, you know, I was selling drugs from 1985 to 2007. So the government had me in a small quad with the Ochoa brothers and the Rodriguez brothers. And Bad Boys 2 did a movie on me. They say Zoe Pound 7 times in the movie with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. So my mother was bringing clothes to the dock, and while she bringing clothes to the dock, I uncover that, oh shoot, I see the Colombians they're doing their thing. So I embraced it, like, oh, I need to do an interception. So I started to intercept their things. You know, I lost dudes too. Dudes' hands got cut off. My man's them got burnt up. A lot of things happened behind that, but I really, it became, and like I was saying, when I ended up getting indicted, I was in a quad with Ochoa brothers and Rodriguez brothers. I'm asking, why am I here? Because they're talking crazy. They talking about I bought a tank from Yugoslavia. I'm like, what?
Ali, let me stop you real quick, because I got to explain to the viewers. So what Ali's saying is he was incarcerated with the Ochoa brothers and the heads of the Cali cartel, and the Ochoa brothers were one of the main.
See, family, that's why y'all gotta get me to 1,000 subscribers. See, when I spoke to Ali earlier, I told him I wasn't taking the interview until I get to 1,000 subscribers. All right, listen, family, he asking them bullshit questions. I'ma get with him.
Of the four factions of the Medellin cartel. So these were the head guys of the Medellin and the Cali cartels. And Ali, he was so serious what he'd done. He was housed with these guys.
Right?
Yep. There you go.
That's it there. Yeah.
All right. Yep. Keep going. Keep going.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. She Dick Energy Podcast. Hey, y'all make sure y'all slide over there to She Dick Energy Podcast and check her out, family. Appreciate your support. You know I do.
Yeah, I want to make sure I'm housed with them, so I'm really trying to find out, why am I housed with these dudes? Like, these dudes are talking another kind of language over here with me. These dudes are saying, oh, you know, I just said, what I said, yeah, we buying tanks from Yugoslavia and Georgia and Czechoslovakia and rocket launchers. I'm like, what? I wasn't doing all of that. I was just a little drug dude in the city doing my thing, but I was very impressed with what they was doing. But, you know, I sincerely try to.
Family. That's how the feds be. They crazy. You be like, yo, what the hell y'all talking about? I don't got nothing to do with no gang shit. That's how they be talking. Like they out of their minds.
Understand why we had the same prosecutor. But you know, I got to know them. I read their books. I read everything they went to. Fabio Ochoa, all of them. We got close. They be like, here go $500, man. They drunk coffee like it was water. I'd be like, huh?
See, that's the problem with the feds. See, they'll tie me in to some stuff he got going on over there that I ain't got nothing to do with. All right?
I did 3 years and 7 months in a room by myself. They was across the hall, Rodriguez, but they did 5 years and change across the hall from me. So, you know, we all we had.
Ali, going back to your life story then, you know, you've described, you know, coming to America, the horrors that your family went through. How did you rise up the ranks as a young man?
Well, in Miami, oh gosh. In Miami, there was a guy named Kenneth Booby Williams, Booby Boys. He was very well known. He had like 600 dudes around him, and he kept a.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. T. Colton Hodge Live. Appreciate your support. You know I do. Thank you for pulling up, my brother, and we keeping it busted.
An equilibrium to where everybody will hold their temperature because of him. But he was in front of my mother's store. So he had a liking to me. So he would be like, hey, come with me. He would have personal talks with me and holler at me. He worked me. He told me go work in Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? He told me go work in Pensacola, Escambion, projects. So I would cook up, he would teach me how to cook up the crack in a pot, and I could break it down to where it's $119,000 in nickel rocks and $5 pieces. So he became like a mentor to me, you know, through that 80s and 90s era, you know?
What challenges confronted you during, you know, early on?
Well, a lot of challenges that come around is a lot of dudes can smell if you don't know what you're doing and if your heart ain't strong, you know? It's just like the UK. I think their heart is strong because they got to use knives. And we had guns. But they understood my heart was strong, and I always be saying, man, you not God. I don't see what the fuck you saying, man. What's up? Do this, do that, do that. So I grew up. I went through a lot of shootouts, a lot of discipline where it's like, okay, we respect it. Let's do it. So everybody bring my money back, you know?
What was the first shootout?
Oh, man. One dude called me in the auto parts store. He just went to shoot me. But it's been a lot, you know, and
That's how I go though, family. Sometimes you just the last one to know y'all into it. And that's how you find out. Somebody just tried to take care of you.
Give us a nice detailed shootout story.
okay. Shit, I'm the one I'm leaving a dead end street, and this dude, I told him do not give this dude no more bricks. He's not gonna do right. So he kept on. So you know, he had 60 of them. So I kept it. But I'm like, that's it. You know, his money was fucked up. So I knew he was broke. So he had no money for war. At least I thought so. But then he crept up on me. I was in Lexus. My man Joe is driving a Lexus. My man Makak is driving is in the passenger seat. I'm in the back. Woo! So we coming up out of the dead end. When I get to the stop sign, a Suburban pull up. And they let loose. They let loose. So I'm just like, God damn, I got blessed. The driver got hit 8 times. The passenger got hit 2 times. It was bad because he got hit in the back. He was paralyzed. So I had to jump out the car. I jump out the car. I go in the middle of the street. I see a hero. I jump in the driver's seat and force myself in his car. I take his car. I drive by them. But my homeboys there, I'm like, man, help me with my friends, man, help me with my friends. And I grab my homeboy, my cop who's hit in the back. He like, nah, I can't walk. I'm like, come on. I can't walk. He like, I can't feel my leg. I'm like, God damn, man, come on. So I'm like, oh shit, great. Hey, I look, the hero trying to leave. I'm like, oh shit. Hey. So finally he not scared. He like, come on, man, get his leg. So he grabbed his leg, I grab his hand, and we bring him in the car. When I bring him in the car, my man in the driver's seat, strong. He hit 8 times. He's like a mummy. He's moving. Coming out. Come on, boy, let's go. I grab him. I throw him in the car. So I drive by the hospital. We always been known, don't ever go in the hospital. I let him out in front of the emergency room, and you know what I'm saying? Both of them live, God bless, you know. But you know, that, you know, a lot of
That's a hell of a day, ain't it, family? I would have been pissed.
emphasis, but you know, that one there's on every news station, so I just repeat it all the time.
Did that situation make you rethink your occupation?
Nah, they called the police the next day. So it was I was built for it. Sometimes I think words are powerful too.
Family, that's an occupational hazard. If you're going to be out here, somebody might try to do something to you.
You know, sometimes I think a drug dealer's dream is to go to the feds or to die, and hopefully you get a wake up. But I didn't have no understanding. It was straight make millions, and all I wanted to be is nobody can ever be the king of the Wild Boys, but all I ever wanted to be was Miami, the ultimate dude. I didn't want no other dream in my life, so I wasn't checking out.
What was the worst injury you ever sustained on the streets?
Nah, I've been blessed. You know, I've been blessed not to get shot. I've been in a lot of shootouts, but God bless me. I haven't been shot. You know, God bless, you know. And you know, A lot of
Family, when this brother called my phone earlier today, yo, it was a pleasure to speak to him. I talked to this brother for like an hour. You know what I'm saying? Yo, it was my pleasure.
I gone through a lot of people that has been, but nah, not me.
All right. So in England, then.
Sean, you been shot before in Arizona?
No.
Oh, all right. One thing I say about the plug, they indict 24, not the plug. They shoot at them, not the plug. They go there, not the plug.
So in England, then it's gangs by area. There's a thing called postcode wars.
Yeah.
Postcode's like zip code.
Okay.
So for the people in England, then, can you explain when you came to America, what were the gangs? What were the different gangs, and how did your gang start?
Well, in Miami, it was the 40s. The 40s was like my man Dewey and Trent. It was Lynch Mob. It was Cloverleaf, the Jamaicans, Kerry, Rudolph, Rotan, Blocker, and there was a lot of different ones, but we was mostly on some conscious speaking, because when you come to find out, we're living in an environment where there's no building over 3 floors, and we never go downtown or the South Beach. So we trying to find economic money right here, and we allowing white people to come to the beach. We don't know they partying, having this ball, in my early stage. So they got money for crack. They're taking a crack, and they want it.
Family, this brother was ready to do the interview with me whenever I'm ready, when he called me today. Family, I got a cash app for $500, right? And I'm thinking one of my subscribers made a mistake. So I hit decline. All right, they sent it right back. So now I'm checking it. It says people. They trying to get in touch with me. I hit his people up. Yo, we talked about 20 minutes later, Ali called me himself. You feel me? But I ain't doing an interview until I get 1,000 subscribers. All right, listen, smash that subscribe button. I'm going to show you the real questions to ask them. I'm going to get right to it with them.
And I make sure it's a safe environment. And if I look, it's not like meth and fentanyl or what you was doing, because we measured everything. 0.5, 3.5, 28 grams. Now it's like, So it's as the games today, they got to get better on some mathematics as far as talking.
And shout out family, shout out family. Look, the way y'all be sending them cash apps all day, family, look, I appreciate it. Won't y'all just hit the like button? That's free.
History and understanding that if you're not making no economic money, we short-lived is not really worth it,
What year did you found your gang?
1992.
And how did that come about?
We was in jail, and they wouldn't let the Haitians have their Haitian cell. And so Liberty City had a cell, Overtown had a cell, Opalaka had a cell, and we keep telling the warden, why we ain't got no Haitian cell? He's not embracing immigrants also. He's like, there's never gonna be a banana boat ass cat eating Haitian cell. I don't give a fuck. He keep on with joking, letting it be known it's his jail. And when we do enter another man's cell, it's like, hey, knock on the door, call the police. We like, man, that's not gonna happen. Man, can we just get a little bunk over here, man? We gonna get out your way. Nah, you gotta leave. All right, but we not finna yell for no police to come get us. We ready to die. So how we gonna do this? So we end up fighting real good, whooping a lot of ass. So by fighting, we fighting. There's 16 of us, we fighting. Every cell, we fighting. We ended up about to get a Haitian cell. But when we do get one, an American like, how do you say bones? And we said, Zoe. Why? He like, Zoe? Oh yeah? Man, I don't want no problem with the Zoe. So the correction officer started to say, I heard about the Zoe. Like, why you keep saying this word Zoe? So the other inmates are like, hey, what's up, Zoe? Like, why you keep calling me Zoe? That's not my name. So it became a reputable aspect where people like, what's up, Zoe? And it took like a little while where we like, okay, hey. Because
shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Bobo Anderson, thanks for pulling up. Appreciate your support. You know I do. As usual, great to see you, my brother.
we knew the roots of it was what we had to go through to fight to get a cell, so we embraced the Zoe. And you know what I'm saying? And it became a big life world where today, if you ask a police officer that's Haitian, if you ask a nurse, if you ask a firefighter, are you a Zoe? They're gonna step 2 feet in front of you and say, yes, I am. Just like every Jamaican is a dread, every Haitian is a Zoe.
Wow. How did it grow then over the years?
It just became something we embraced, man. Culture. It's a culture. It's not really a game. It's not a game. It's a culture. Every Haitian.
So you must, look back and see how it grew and be proud of this influence you've had on the culture.
Family, when I found out what Haiti did, I was pissed. You know why I was pissed? Because I didn't learn that in school. They didn't teach me that in school. And I knew they didn't teach me that shit. And that wasn't an accident. All right? They ain't mean to teach me what them brothers did in Haiti.
Definitely. We got songs tatted on my chest because I'm a Zoe. We got Boston, Haitian, that's Zoe. We got Brooklyn dudes, Zombie Zoes, New Jersey, like it passed Miami. We got them, North Carolina.
Yo, as a black man, you gotta go and find out what they did in Haiti. You can't do nothing but respect the Haitian after you find out what they did in Haiti.
Rocky Mountain, man, we Zoes here. And it's as it branched off, just like in your city. But I don't want to say it as a gang aspect, Bloods and Crips, but it be.
Yo, their circumstance is a consequence of them kicking butt.
Became something that other people can say, you know what? I can embrace that. I can understand the philosophy. And, besides entering the history of Haiti, of our founding fathers, Toussaint Louverture, Jean-Jacques Dessalines, you know what I'm saying, of what they did. So it became a big aspect, and then, it became Zoe Pound.
So as a young man, what were your earliest musical influences?
There's a dude in Miami with Uncle Luke Skywalker. He's the first person out of Miami to bring a record label to the South. Uncle Luke, we got to give him that, I got him right there, Uncle Luke. But he's the first person to bring it down south. Jermaine Dupri, he was something big too. Khaled Paul, Dallas Austin. But Uncle Luke was the first one. Jay Prince, but Uncle Luke was the first one. And Uncle Luke embraced Optimist football. I was playing football. Miami, we the #1 recruit in finding a football.
Remember, he had Skywalker Records, and then they made him change it to Luke Records. Shout out to the chat. Jenks13 said 100. Thanks for pulling up. Appreciate your support, my brother. You know I do.
Football player. Chad Johnson, he got the 40s, all these dudes, Edwin James, he played with Peyton Manning, 22 goals in his mouth, you know what I'm saying? Michael McKenzie, Omar Rowe, you know what I'm saying? All these dudes, they from Miami. And the park had such a great culture. I'm talking about being young, 9, 10 years old. It was just such an embracing culture. It was so hip hop, man. It was so beautiful, man. But it'll rise to be a lot, though. You know, it'll rise to be what we talk about today.
So you started to get more involved in the music industry.
Yeah, I got involved when I'm at that park, as you would say, through Uncle Al. Through Uncle Al, I had a bunch of artists, Rollo Boys, Toro, God bless his dead. He was always in the music aspect. And Uncle Al and him, we would jam and put 20.
Family, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna call Chip sometime tomorrow and see if we can set up just for him to come and holler at y'all on the phone sometime later this week.
Speakers in the air, in the middle of the block, all day, all day. Ain't no, not Sunday, no. Every day, the whole 90, 91, 92, man, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, it's stopping like.
Family, make sure y'all smash that subscribe button because I'm not doing the interview with him until I get 1,000 subscribers.
90, 96, all day, different hoods. And Uncle Al was the person that brought that to us in Miami. Yeah.
So when it kicked off East Coast, West Coast, what was you thinking around that time? I think I was like, what, middle 90s?
Yeah, that happened in 96. Yeah, it was a big war within them, you know. But we had somebody called Andre 3000, you know. He was a good friend of mine, but he always let it be known that the South had something to say. And it was East and West, but the South was here, and we was here to stay and to make a noise and then let it be known we from the South and we're gonna be reckoned with, and you're gonna understand us. And today, the South got the music industry for the last 20 years and ain't trying to give it to nobody.
I remember, was it the Miami Winter Music Conference for all the ravers?
You remember that one? Jack the Rapper, Freaknik. Okay. Yeah, you remember? Yeah, you in the Phoenix. You gotta come down there. Jack the Rapper, How Can I Be Down with Peter Thomas? Yeah. Yeah, so, it was expanding amazing.
When Tupac and Biggie came on the scene then, what were you thinking?
It was exceptional, but music was kind of different back then. You know, Tupac was just selling 500,000. You know, he wasn't selling that much, you know, till when he got out of jail. All Eyes on Me did amazing, but Tupacalypse, strictly for my niggas, Thug Life, and Me Against the World was just doing 500,000. The people that was dominating was the Wu-Tang, Fugees, Wyclef, my Haitian homeboy, him, Lauryn Hill, and Wyclef. They sold 24 million. You know, like they sold more than Tupac, Eminem, and 50 Cent put together. The Fugees, you know, Queen Latifah, you know, all of these people was popping, but in my projects, you're not allowed to play nothing but Tupac all day. You know, like that. Hey, don't change that, Tupac.
That's how it was on my block.
Yeah, we've interviewed Suge Knight recently.
Oh,
What do you think about his story?
Nah, Suge was a hell of a dude, man. Suge was a hell of a dude, and his roster was so amazing. And I commend him because what he had to deal with in Compton, South Central, the Jungle, Pyru, Bloods, Crips, he had to deal with a lot. And some people don't really see what he had to deal with. And he did a hell of a job, man. Suge is something amazing, man. Yeah, he did that.
Do you have any thoughts you could share on the deaths of Tupac and Biggie?
Really, for Tupac, man, Tupac was somebody, I'm talking about I became a bad boy killer. Like, I'll do whatever. I'm talking about I wanted to always be around Pop. You know, I never got in a room with him, closed in with him, you know, but, you know, anything of his songs, you know, I was a bad boy killer. Jay-Z died too. Looking out for Mobb Deep. Nigga, if I find you weak motherfuckers don't deserve to breathe. How many niggas ready to ride for me? Yay, yay. Like, I was with him, man. Like, man, how he could get this monster in me, crunk up, man. That was up. He was amazing to get this monster in me, crunk up. That man could do that. Not many people could do that like he did to me.
So we've got loads of questions that have coming in about Diddy, of course. And, you know, you told me previously that you've been to you went to parties that Diddy invited you to. You took substances over there. And J-Lo, you know, you was partying with J-Lo, things like that. Could you elaborate on what that was like, please?
Yeah, you know, Puff really, Puff was the essential of where you wanted to be and who you wanted to be around. Puff would throw some extravagant aspect where Kid Rock came, God bless his dead, Prince would come, Denzel Washington would come. You know what I'm saying? He would bring some of the most elite people and then bring street people like me around to be around them. So his parties became so many different tiers of people within one that it was something that it made you because you went to the party, you know?
It's like a good networking opportunity.
Oh my God, you come out of that thing, man. You come out of that thing with phone numbers never before. It was better than any other networking aspect. You go to the Hamptons, the all-white party in 97. Oh my gosh. Man, you go in there, you like, man, Sanaa Lathan in here, Nia Long, Vivica Fox. I'm talking about if they wanted to be the who's who, they had to go to the party. So, you know, not just them, even rock stars. You know, Kid Rock, he gonna make sure he get there too. You would see country singers there. Paris Hilton wouldn't miss a Puff party. Every time I'm there, it made Paris Hilton hip hop. Like Paris here, Kim Kardashian here, Nicole Murphy here. It was the place to be.
How did your relationship with Diddy come about in the first place?
50 Cent?
How did your relationship with 50 Cent come about then, before that?
My relationship with 50 Cent really was on some managing a rapper named Game that was part of his record label. And my man, Jimmy Hinchman, got the contract on Game. He's letting me get 20% on whatever's going on in the South. Me and Snake. And, you know, I'm really worried about selling my drugs, but 50 came in with these two songs, Wankster and In the Club. Like 50 Cent, Eminem, of course the Fugees outdid them, but Eminem, Nelly, they sold 10 million. Like, you know, Tupac, when he died, 10 million. But it's like, he blew up 50 Cent. So he was the dude to be, top business with. So we moved in on 50 Cent, met him backstage, had a rapper named Game and said, hey, 50, we got a rapper named Game, man. He'd look good for you for the West Coast. But he kind of like, okay, so there was a real gangster named 50 Cent. He was on Rockets Island. He died. And his mother and baby mother was doing awful. So went to go find his mother and baby mother and say, and then pull up back on 50. Hey, 50, this is 50 Cent. You done took the man's name. This is mother and his wife. You know what I'm saying? You know the man is dead, and do you know he don't must have a tombstone? But 50, he did a documentary on it. You know what I'm saying? With Jimmy Hinchman and everybody in it, as into, oh, you know what? I'm going to help. Give them a tombstone, gave them some money. Then we started to really network and say, hey, 50, we got a rapper here, man, named The Game. Why don't you take a look at him, make him the west side of G Unit? And he agreed, looked into it, wanted a couple of favors from us. We've been around. He just came in. So he made him part of his artist, his entourage.
And when you met Diddy for the first time, what impression did you have of him?
Nah, he was like that, you know, one of them dudes that raised up from, he not no street dude that made money. It's two different kind of dudes I be saying. There's a jailbird and a street dude. He was mostly a jailbird. And within his jailbird aspect, you know, he got a nice size from Queens. He held it down and did his time and did his. So,
oh, we've lost your audio, Ali. I think I can't hear you. Let me see if I can hear you on the on this. Audio, Ali. I think I can't hear you. Let me see if I can. Yeah. Let me see what's happened. Is someone called you on your phone or something? Has it knocked your audio off?
nah, somebody called in.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. You're back. All right. So do you think then, is Diddy the kind of person cut out to survive prison?
I can't lie to you, man. When you got money, somebody gonna clean your boots. Somebody gonna clean your cell. Somebody gonna go ahead and have your towel wait for you.
Listen, prison is the biggest ghetto you ever seen. They can beg him for something. He gonna be just fine. He gonna be a star in the ghetto. Trust me.
Somebody gonna stand in front of your door. Now, do you want to live as into paying people face? Is a different question than survival. That man got money. He's around a bunch of poor people, man. Hell yeah, he rich. Man, they gonna be
They can beg him.
begging for that money.
All right, you've just served almost 20 years, so you know all about the prison politics.
Yeah.
In America, and every state's got kind of different politics. So where Diddy is housed presently, wouldn't he have a jacket for the nature of his crimes? Wouldn't that work against him?
Now that can work against you as far as somebody moving in to get a check. But when you in prison, if there's a dude Sanford that got
Sam Bankman-Fried.
Not Bank Freeman, another one that did a Ponzi scheme, Sanford, but he from Florida. So I go at it at all the pedophiles and the rapists, but I don't allow Virginia or anybody else, New York or LA, to get on his ass. I'm the only one can get on him and make sure he good. You got to be from Florida. So the New York dudes are going to hold a political shield around him, and he going to make sure they're good.
Because there's been some serious allegations in the civil lawsuits about him, against kids, like young, underage, things like that. And, I know you're a stand-up guy. You would have never, if you'd have seen anything like that, you would have stopped it. So because he's got these allegations against him with kids, wouldn't that make him a target?
Yeah, that make you a target, man. Yeah, that's no good. Yeah, that ain't good at all. Yeah, I never read his shit. I never.
See, he asking them nonsense, family. Listen,
Now you can't do that though, man. That ain't copacetic, yo. Like, yeah, we got to get rid of him. I mean, within Florida, I'm gonna say, yeah, he got to go. Yeah, he got to. We don't want his money. We don't want none from that bitch. That bitch got to go. Somebody, whoever hit him up, hit him up, man, and get them from around here, man. But
so
he's in a detention center right now. He's not in prison.
Yeah, he's pre-trial.
Yeah, so anything that happened to him, it can help his cause. So there's a lot of good security there.
So you mentioned partying with J-Lo. What was that like?
Man, J-Lo bring all the sexy girls around. Ooh. Ooh. When J-Lo come around, man, beautiful women just come around, man, and just hang around and just, hey, man, I'm talking about you get a second, third, fourth girl, you like, damn. Man, J-Lo brings some beautiful, I don't know, that's how I always seen it. Like, well, when we go out with J-Lo, boy, that's when Puff had J-Lo, but damn, I don't know. That's all I really know her from. I don't know her, but J-Lo brings some of the beautifulest women to come around, man. J-Lo like that now.
Do you think that J-Lo and Diddy's relationship was real or it was staged? Because supposedly he was in love with Kim Porter at the time.
Yeah, but J-Lo was made from In Living Colors. She was just a dancing girl. So J-Lo knew how to climb to the top through hip hop. She always did music with Jadakiss, old Dirty Bastard. She was a dancing girl for the Wayne brothers. You know what I'm saying? Jamie Foxx done said, man, never thought she can aspire, but I commend her on climbing the ladder. But she came through the ranks of hip hop, just being a little dancing girl,
A lot of people are asking if you partied with Jay-Z and Beyonce or you had any stories about them.
Jay-Z and Beyonce, nah, Jay-Z and Beyonce, sometimes I'm at Puff House, Beyonce come, ain't nothing, she just got to kiss everybody around the house. I just be like, hey, B.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shake Rock, thanks for pulling up. Appreciate your support. You know I do.
World, what's up, hip hop? It's Zoe Pound TV. We here. It's the 40-second clipping. We clipping. Hey, world. I want to bring to your attention, man, a word, neutron. When I was in prison, I really understood when a person used the word neutron when they enter themselves in beef. On the streets, I really understood the word neutron and heard a dude scream, this where I'm from. In hip hop, when somebody screamed the word neutron, I be trying to see where you tilting at a little extreme. Some people do extreme in prison, on the streets, and in hip hop, but for me, I just really be looking for within hip hop. Within Miami hip hop, we got 2 podcasts. Papa Zoe podcast and Pac Jam 305 podcast. Pac Jam 305, he good, he got it, he doing his thing. But I'm like, man, what's up, man? We on Trick, Ross, Luke, man. We trying to get in the email blast a lot of homies. He like, man, I'm playing Neutron. I say, damn, okay, you playing Neutron. We just want them, you know what I'm saying, to put it on their IG, you know what I'm saying, Snapchat and everything. Like, nah, we're playing Neutron, okay, cool. It's a big name. I say, I'm trying to get you advertisers, commercials. You know what I'm saying? You got 2 jobs, dog. You working 9 to 5. It's a big historical name. He screamed Neutron. I say, you know what? You right. Hey, I can still see you shit. Yeah, all right, that's what's up. Papa Zoe, another one. I carry him. 150 bricks every 2 days he doing for me. He had a good run, the best time of his life. Is what they reppin', is when he with me. Boy, what's up, Papa Zoe? You know what I'm saying? I need you, know what I'm saying, to do a lot of things. I see Ross giving you some liquor. We got a lot of other things going on. Man, I'm on Neutron time, man. I fuck with you, I fuck with Fat Boy. I said, man, ain't nothing gonna happen to Fat Boy. I'm just asking you. He like, I'm on Neutron. Noriega, I don't know. Got him on Neutron. I see coming up Miami. They like, man, Zoe, I need some money, but we going in. I'm like, boy, let's rock. Okay, tippy toe, boy, that boy swinging good. Swinging good, know what I'm saying, to let up our ideology up out of, know what I'm saying, Florida, South, you know? But at the same time, you know, the neutron. I'm really trying to understand the neutron aspect.
She's not very talkative, you know, but Jigga, Jay-Z really mastered a lot of situations to make dudes keep their own masters. He always talk to you and be like, hey man, business-wise, how he can uplift you or help you out with a song. You know, when we party, you know, we party together a lot of times, but you know, Jay-Z, you know, he been around a long time, and man, that man is controlling the halftime show of the Super Bowl. So his power and his aristocratic level is something that is needed today to move forward. I really don't, you know, I see other people's genres, you know, Scooter Bum, Country Garth Brooks and all these people that's leading they genre, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I applaud Jay-Z today, man. I truly do, though. I do.
Do you think any of these big names, you know, including the ones we've talked about, or people like Leonardo DiCaprio, are worried about Diddy being in jail and the freak-offs, and possibly there's like videos that have been recorded that were secret that they didn't know were getting recorded, and things could come out in the future?
See, I don't know that side of Puff. I'm somebody, I might just bring something for him, drugs, but I always want to be genuine. I don't be with none of that. I don't know what's going on, but I want to be at the party though. And these dudes like Leonardo, like you say, Leonardo DiCaprio and all of them want to be there also. So there's a lot of quietness going on right now that I really don't understand. So I'm just out of jail and I'm just really watching because.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Gutro me. Thanks for pulling up. Appreciate your support. What do you think about Kenny K calling him a clown? And stop lying. HP International Group. We mess with Ali, Zoe Adam for sure around here. Adriana's Cleaning Service. Thanks for pulling up. Appreciate your support. My guy Ali. Let's go from LA to 305. Shout out, shout out, shout out, family. And we keeping it busted.
The level was so amazing that I'm still trying to figure out. That's why I got to read the legal papers when I get time. But freak off, I'm trying to understand how the hell ABC, CNN, how you use this word freak off. You can't use freak off. At night, the moon hit, it's freak off time. All the Guns N' Roses, everybody's on freak. The Beatles, everybody's on. Man, I'm troubled by it, but I'm listening. But I'm troubled by it, but I'd be like, whoa, Cassie, that's dead wrong. But you gave her $30 million. And if she signed, she accepted the apology. So I'd be saying, did Cassie really get her money? And I'd be like, she got her money? Oh, okay. But I try to understand the word freak off. Like, what does that mean? What does it mean though? Hassan?
Apparently it was something that Diddy and them used. That's what they called the parties. The after parties, was it?
I don't know about them things there. Yeah, those I'm Haitian. No good. We don't. Yeah, I don't support. No, I don't know what them people do after that. You know, I never had no problem with them in jail. I'd be like, two men together is like two hyenas. The culture was always. I never understood it. I don't know why Obama passed this shit. Like them people, they act crazy. They act retarded. I'd be like, what the fuck wrong with you? But, you know, I don't know how CNN and ABC can use this word freak off, but
So you got a question from Jerome, and Jerome is asking if you'd ever heard anything about Diddy's sexuality.
Yeah, we used to say shiny suit. You remember that? You used to say that, Sean, right?
Shiny what?
Shiny suit.
No, I never heard of it. Never heard of it.
He used to wear shiny suits in the video. So we say, man, you got on these shiny suits?
Do you think, you know,
Family, let's get this to 1,000 subscribers so I can take the interview with Brother Ali, family.
What's up, words? Ali Zoe Adam. I got something big for y'all. You heard of the name, you know the story, but now it's time to see it all exclusively on Bread Game TV. I'm talking the raw, uncut, the truth, my life, my hustle, my legacy. You won't find this anywhere else. This for the culture, for the streets, and for everybody chasing greatness. And I gotta give a big shout out to my guy Moneybag Yo for helping make this happen. Bread Game TV is the only place where you can catch this exclusive content. So tap in now, subscribe to Bread Game TV today, and don't miss a second of what's coming. It's a history in the making. Ali Zoe, Bread Game, Zoe Pound Chip TV. We up. Zoe Pound Chip TV. We up.
Shout out to Moneybags. Yo, good looking Moneybags.
You see a lot of the guys portraying a macho image, but other things are going on behind the image. Do you think the public was misled a bit by some of these guys?
I don't know. That ain't my business. But I don't know, man. That ain't my business. I don't get, those people are crazy, and I mean, they sell baby oil everywhere. I don't know. So I don't know, man.
Were you aware of the baby oil back then?
At all? Oh no. No, sir. Nah, that's some wild shit.
You didn't see the bottles laying around?
That's them other rooms. You know, I don't know them rooms. I'm in the back with the ladies. I'll be the beautiful ladies. Yeah.
So there was a situation in a nightclub, and we've interviewed a lady, a very brave lady, very strong, powerful speaker called Natania Rubin. And she was in the nightclub the night J-Lo and Diddy and Shine came in, and she's claiming that J-Lo allegedly smuggled the gun in, and she's claiming that Diddy shot her in the face. Did you ever hear anything about that story?
I read that before, and I heard a lot of things about it. That circle of people, somebody in that circle. That lady can't be crazy. Somebody in that circle shot her. You know, people like that got to get compensated. But, you know, I don't know who did that, what happened, but if she got shot in the face, she's not crazy. And she know who the fuck was in that circle. Now, there's an issue again with money. If 5 of us, I done been locked up with 4 people. And you know this, Sean, money dictate a lot of issues. If I'm locked up with 4 people. And it's a gun. I'm like, man, hey, I'm about to go get, God bless that Johnny Cochran. Who you want? I'm broke. What about you? I'm broke. What about you? I'm broke. All right. First and foremost, sign this paper and say it ain't me. So there's casualties when you don't have no money. I'm sorry to say, Money move mountains. You can buy dynamite. And it can switch the story around, and this person might have to take the beef, this person might have to take it, but I have to honor and get them their lawyer. So save your money, gangs. Save your money.
Yeah, because Shine came out and said that he took the fall, but apparently he was transferred $1 million.
No, all Shine got was $50,000. That's all Diddy gave him for that.
Yeah, he got to do the time. That's good money. That's what you get for being broke.
So you're saying you get what justice you can afford?
Family, I felt like Diddy just said, nigga, so what? I felt like giving him $50,000 and he done 10 years, knowing you brought your lawyers to court to say he done it, and you know good and well he ain't have.
You know, Sean, you was in the business. A lot of cases happen. Everybody want lawyers from you. You got to say, hey, what happened to your money? Oh, I spent it in the club. I had this girl. Oh my gosh, I bought the house. I'm gambling. Okay, listen. Yeah, keep me out of this. I'm worried about me. I'm not worried about you.
So Kaz is asking about your Dre stories.
Yo, Diddy gave that man $50,000. You know that man did 10 years. Family, that man ain't have no problem with nobody in that club that night. Diddy did. Yo, Diddy brought his lawyers to court and they called witnesses to the stand to say Shine did it. Shine wasn't going to take the stand because he needed to stick to the G code. All Shine had to do was tell him what happened. Diddy would have went straight to jail.
Who?
He gave him $50,000 for that.
Dre.
Dr. Dre?
Yep.
Yeah, Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre, you know, my real encounter with Dr. Dre was my homeboy, Jimmy Hinchman. When we start managing Game, Jimmy Hinchman, the real East Coast and West Coast wasn't about Tupac or Biggie. It was about Jimmy Hinchman and Suge, two big egos. So Suge didn't like it either, but Dr. Dre didn't want to do it. When he found out a New York dude is going to manage a Compton dude. So Dr. Dre say, oh no, oh no, oh no. So we trying to get a meeting with him.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Q Lewis, thanks for pulling up. Appreciate your support. You know I do as always. He said, whoa, no. Yeah, family. Yeah, he did him like that.
I'm like, hey, man, sometimes you got to talk to a dude to see what kind of dude he is. Forget about the word through the grapevine. So D-Mac put the meeting together. We got Dre. And Dre finally met Jimmy Hinchman, me. And he's like, oh, man, y'all not bad dudes. I don't care about.
Family, he basically gave Shine some hotel money and told him to go shopping.
A Brooklyn dude managing a Compton dude. I'm just worried about the talent and to go forward. So, you know, Dre, you know, we kind of caught him too in his growth. You know, 2006 Dre, not 95, 94, 93 Dre, you know. I'm sure he was a different dude then, but we hung out with Dre, party with Dre. When you go out with Dre, man, woo. Man, the West Coast, I'm talking about, you notice how white people, Asian people, the police officer, all just be like, hi, Dre. Hi, Dre. You know, and he got Eminem with him. Oh my gosh, pandemonium. So, you know, that's my only real connection to dude, you know?
Going back to East Coast, West Coast beef then, what did you think about the arrest of Keefe D?
Yeah, Keefe D, man. This man spent about 5 years. Sometimes your claim to fame You gotta watch what your claim to fame is. And you keep going on air talking about your claim to fame is you shot Tupac. Come on, man. What the fuck is you stupid?
Crazy.
You passed the gun. Man, what the fuck is you saying? You did what? You go on 60 Minutes, I passed the gun. Nobody gonna arrest you. You go.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Sharon Jackson, thanks for pulling up. Appreciate your support. You know I do, baby girl.
On the Bible, you go on this award, you go on Vlad, I passed the gun. No, I passed the gun. And you ask me why you indicted? Sean, why is he indicted?
I think it's called murder conspiracy.
Yeah, you dumb fuck. Yeah, he's a dumb fuck. Yeah, he done fucked up, man. You know you done fucked up, right? Yeah.
You got some questions from Consigliere Music, and that is, have you ever had any interactions with DJ Magic Mike?
Who's that?
I don't know. I'll go to the next one. Cash Money Records Slim?
Yeah, you know, I went through a little something with Lil Wayne, and I tried to put my artists out with him, and I was giving him a lot of favors in Miami, and he was being big-headed, and I was doing business with him. I wanted to be around him, and he was doing bad. Baby wasn't fucking with him. He's walking around here, Baby walking around with Yo Gotti and other rappers. So I'm moving in on Wayne like I'm with him, and he's doing these songs in the studio. He's doing these songs. Go DJ, a milli. He's doing like 9 songs in a day. I'm in there like, yo, what are you doing? You're gonna oversaturate the people. But he's the best person I like been in the studio with as far as taste, good music, good bounce, good drums, pick a beat, and go. But anyway, I got an artist I'm putting out, Basil Knight. So I'm Scarface, give me a song for real, give me a song, Rick Ross, Jackie O, and I'm like, I need a song, Wayne. So he lied to me and tell me he's somewhere where he ain't. So I let him know I know where you at. So I go there. When I go there, he mad. So, but I'm like, hey, listen to the songs, man. So he go in the room, put the song, he played the song, and played him and Wyclef, but he mad. I'm like, I guess he's mad because I just pull up and we had some street dealings, and I had owed him some money, but I had told him they got messed up. Wait, I'm gonna get it for you. So I'm like, we talking about music right now, man. So he's not really adhering to what I'm saying. So he just take it out and just put it on my chest. I don't want it. I'm like, God damn. So I grab him. Pop! I throw him on the wall. Pop! I take his chains off. I say, now you can't go. Now you can't be in Miami now. Now you got to leave Miami. So three of his homeboys about to get up. So my homeboy next to me, he fumbled with the gun. So I'm like, hey, I dropped. I'm like, hey. So he pulled the gun out on him. Back up. So I come up out the studio with her and everything. I leave. So I make a bunch of flyers. Man, Cash Money got to leave Miami, man, or show Miami love. So my man from Cincinnati, Alex Garrett, he like, man, he at the Portofino Yacht Club. So I go there. I put gas on his Phantom Rolls Royce, and I burn it up. So it burned up. Oof. So now my phone is ringing. Everybody, I'm like, man, but it was, you know, it was like bad business, but I didn't give a fuck. I got $7 million here. I got $9 million here. I got $22 million in Haiti. I got spots. I got every week coming. 1.7. I don't really give a fuck about nothing. I think I can go to the White House. I'm trying to get in. I feel like my mind, my ego is big because I'm rich. I got 74 cars. I got 2 Dairy Queens, 2 Subway, coin laundry. So I'm really on some. Everybody in the streets is like, fuck Wayne. They want to come close to me, close to the money. You understand that, Sean? They want to come close to that money. Like, how can I get some of that money up out of Sean? That nigga got all the ecstasy, baby. If I can get that money up out of Sean, boy, I know he'll just give me 10 grand. That shit ain't nothing for him. So, you know, and I'm doing that for so many people, and they promoting me. But Jimmy Hinchman step in, DJ Khaled step in, they kind of talked to me. Zoe, chill. So we went, got on DJ Khaled.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Ahmed Snoop One. Shout out to you. Thanks for pulling up, my brother. Appreciate your support.
Radio, and you know, he made a song for me. We Taking Over the remix. You can listen to it. We Taking Over the remix. He say, I squashed my beef with Zoe. It's a bakery. It's time to make dough. So, you know, that relationship really never got back as it was, but it just became a hip hop fable story.
They're loving you in the chat, man. They're saying you're one of the most charismatic storytellers.
Oh yeah. What them comments, boy? Them motherfuckers, boy, have you tiptoeing, boy? Them big day.
The next question from a viewer: can you address the rapper Gunplay, who recently responded to you mentioning his name?
Yeah. Everything that he do, 100 comments, is a bunch of young dudes coming after him. I can't do nothing. They gonna do it. They got him. They say, man, just chill. We got him.
Yeah, just chill. We got him. Cause how you talking about somebody chain and you wearing a whole nother nigga chain?
The next question is, did you have any dealings with any of Diddy's bodyguards? And if so, which ones?
You know, Uncle Paulie was real cool. The dude Gene, you know that dude Gene?
Gene Deal.
Yeah, Gene Deal was like, he was never no street dude or corporate dude. He was a state trooper. But, you know, sometimes that don't matter because he got heart.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Larizzle Music said, Cash Money, Young Money. Shout out to you. Thanks for pulling up. Appreciate your support. You know I do. And we keeping it busting.
You know, he was a bodyguard, but, you know, I might be around, you know, he slapped the shit out of bitch. Bah! Shut up. He was, he got hard for a state trooper. That motherfucker didn't see no street motherfucker. And it might be 2 shootouts with dudes. Gina be like, I'll walk you to the car. That's what I know him for. Like, I know him for that. As far as him, you know what I'm saying that he was in the business, he never was in the mix like that. Like, you know, he sit outside for 5-6 hours, you know? But, you know, he don't come my way at all, you know? Throw him a gun. Hey, man, I'm over 21 years old. You good? So we had a good understanding. And he just be like, I like you. I'm like, all right, yeah. I don't like you. So we had an initial issue. We never had an issue, though. But, man.
Yo, I mess with Ali, bro. I'm telling you, I had a nice conversation with him today. I talked to him for like an hour, bro. It was everything that I would have expected it would have been.
You know what I'm saying? Shit is what it is, though, you know?
So you saw Gene Deal in action and he had heart.
Yeah, him, Uncle Paulie. You know, my man Wolf, he wasn't really no bodyguard. He was a street dude, but he would play the move away, move away. I would do that too, man, for Puff Naomi when they could come through, but it was what I'm saying? It is what it is, man.
So Kobe wants to know, is the rapper Rick Ross a real street dude?
Nah, man. Rick Ross can say, I'm from Carol City. He's from Carol City. And, I might have 800 kilos, so I'm doing my thing. Not anybody can come approach me. And on my block, I got like 115 dudes just standing, but he could come pull up. I don't know if it's for him, if it's patch up money, but I never looked at him, but he could come pull up. But, I'm from Carol City. Booby been locked up since 98. That's my Carol City. Like, that's cool, but he's been gone. I wasn't sharing that shit with nobody. Like, I'm running this shit here. You get out of state prison, you get out of jail from FSP, from Rayford prison, my wild dudes, you come to me. And I'm like, yo, what's up? Well, let's do this. You ready? Let's do this. Like, he wasn't one of us, but I understand poetically, he is a poetic dude that can say he's from Carol City.
What about his history of being a CEO? Was that covered up back then?
Nah, that's what it was. That's what he did, He did it. He was a CEO, He did it for Booby, you know what I'm saying? Because, back then, you make sure you send people commissary money. You make sure you pay their lawyer. You make sure you look out for their girl. And you get the correction officers. You make sure you look out for correction officers to make sure the boys are still good. They eating and smoking good, and they drinking good. So, he likes shit. I'm going to get that. And he had a clean name. So, hey, my man Booby, not me. Booby like, hey, go get that job. You really don't tell him no. You know what I'm saying? So, he had to go get it.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Max Dallas says, shout out, fam. Shout out to you, fam. Thanks for pulling up. Appreciate your support. You know I do. And we keeping it busting.
Because he lived in the gutter of Carol City.
Question from Kaza. Is Ray J Diddy's bitch?
Huh?
That's what the viewer is asking. Is Ray J Diddy's beep?
Man, Ray J gonna do whatever Diddy tell him to do, man. Ray J back then, he was
Something I learned? Most of them dudes gonna do whatever Diddy tell them.
Just Brandy's brother. Like, nobody even knew his name. Like, they go Brandy's brother. But he made his own little name, Kim Kardashian. I don't really, I never really mess with dudes like that. I don't know him, but I just been reading through the grapevine, everything going on with him though, but I don't really know fool.
Next viewer question is, how common is witchcraft in the music industry?
Very big. E5, very big. It's something, that's what I want to see people talk about.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Black Wild Indian said, y'all Haitians letting Zoe Pound down. Black Wild Indian, thanks for pulling up. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate your support. You know I do. She said, Ali Zoe, how a Haitian called Ali. Black Wild Indian, be nice, baby girl. Sharon, thanks for pulling up.
I'm talking about what's in these contracts. How the fuck you signed for 7 albums and 9 options? What did he tell you? What did he tell you to do? Like, show this paperwork, show this contract, because I do lawsuits. I don't see you. You fuck up, I'm filing on your ass. But a lot of people practice that because they want to really live the financial, aristocratic populace of being the viral person that you talk to. And some people, we had a man Tally, he would be like, here, just sign this contract, put your blood on there, and
shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Z Bike Life 305. Appreciate your support as always. You know I do. Thanks for pulling up. Always a pleasure. He said, to be honest, there's more Zoe neighborhoods than ZP. Look, Black Wild Indian said Ali Zoe talk about us. Call us Yankee. Hey, let's forgive, let's forget, let's be nice, and let's be cordial.
To practice witchcraft to me is like, I can never get on my knees for you, Sean. You can never get on my knees for me. But for you to get on your knees for a dude, like Tally, sign this paper, put your blood on it, and get on your knees and worship. I think that's the ultimate thing. If you get on your knees, on two knees, even when you get married, you're supposed to do one knee. But to get on both knees and to do those things, to beg for that aspect, and to do all these rituals, man, oh man.
Do you think they did something like that to Justin Bieber?
I wasn't there. I don't know. I don't know.
Suge Knight said that Diddy was pimping Bieber out to wealthy executives.
Yeah, Suge know more than me. Suge been around, but yeah, Suge, that motherfucker can't stand Diddy though.
Every time Suge came around, Diddy was getting somewhere. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Z Bike Life 305 said, my cousin is Johnny Charles. Google him. Just spoke to him. Will do. Black Wild Indian said, hit the like. All right. Thank you. Black Wild Indian said, my fault, bro. No more disrespect. I understand it get like that sometimes. We just got to slow it down and we keeping it busted.
Did you ever come across Big Homie CC? We've interviewed him. He's a good guy.
He was a bodyguard.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know him. I saw him, but I don't know him. I don't know him.
Next question is from Seago. What's the most insane thing you can remember Diddy saying or doing?
I just used to be like, I don't know, man. Diddy was kind of wild. Me, I just know him for like, because he had Sean John on his shirt, and he said, "I love my walking mannequins." He was a blood sucking money motherfucker. That's what I used to just say, boy, you do some wild shit, and to be trending for so long, that's good, boy. Man, I'm talking about that man trended for a long time, but. People got to ask the question, there's no such thing as a CEO check and an artist check. There's no such thing. So how do the CEO get his money? He had to get it off the artist. Like Scooter Bum only can get his money up out of Taylor Swift. Yes, she wrote all the songs, she sung all the songs, she did all that, but Scooter Bump found you in the mall and said, come here, Taylor. Come here. I'm going to make you a star. And he did everything he's supposed to. But there's no such thing as a Scooter Ball check and a Taylor check. It's just one check. And he got to get his. That's his Rolodex. That's his money. That's his motherfucking time. So, education got to come because, things like hip hop, it really just started like it's 50 years old. Europe is 3,700 years old. Africa, 5,300 years old. It's 50 years old, and it really got to get a little bit more expand. Like right now, the coolest thing to do is to kill a nigga. And Dudes is dying and they broke. Dang.
So 50 Cent that said that Diddy's downfall was falling out with this company, Diageo, here in the UK, the Ciroc company.
You know them?
They were 55 billion and they're 10% owned by BlackRock.
Yeah, see, a lot of people, man, from Harvard, Yale, you know, Stanford, people know how to do a hostile take.
Family, I don't understand why Diddy got in his feelings. Why didn't he just honor the contract?
Over. Big money take little money. That little $1 billion he got ain't shit then. 55 billion?
Yep.
Oh, he might be dead.
And Diddy sued, they paid Diddy $1 billion, and then Diddy turned around and sued them for racism.
I just couldn't understand it. He hopped in his feelings. He hopped in his feelings. And see what it meant when you just gotta be right.
That's on Black and White?
Yep.
Dang.
And 50 Cent said that was his downfall because he
Family, they gave that man $1 billion. He started whining.
was in the club, or he thought he was in the club, and they put him in his place.
Dang.
Yeah.
Dang. That's sad though. I mean, I don't know. 50.
That's some serious money just for your likeness. Ain't it, family?
5 billion.
55 billion British pounds, which is what, about 70 billion US dollars?
Why would he sue them? Why didn't he just do good business with them?
He wanted more rights and he wanted more money. And yeah.
Yeah, you don't, all that, you don't really go about it that way, man. You gotta, you can't, I don't like that word racism, man. That's a stupid statement. Like, I'm not in the business to tell a white man don't like his skin. I tried that shit don't work. He still like his skin. So you can't be that educated and be going at nobody in that aspect because he's like, yo, I looked out for you. That's what you gonna say? All right. And
yeah, bro, they took that personal. Anybody would have took that personal. Yo, they gave you $1 billion just because your name Diddy. For your likeness. And I know you worked hard for that, to be the guy. But nobody else could have got that, but they gave that to you. And you started whining and called them that, knowing they can't have that.
some motherfucker don't want to be associated with that shit. Ain't nobody alive, motherfucker, man. Damn.
Yeah, 50 Cent said Diddy got too big for his boots when it came to dealing with this liquor company.
I could agree with that, yeah.
You're getting asked if you ever met any UK rappers.
Man, they need to holler at me. They need to get at me, man. I be talking to Reese from Commentary. That's my man. I be fucking with them boys out of Manchester, Birmingham. Them boys, yeah, I be fucking with Tone. I be fucking with them, yeah, but I need them to send me some music. Zoe Pound Chip at gmail.com. Zoe Pound Chip. Go to my TikTok. Ali Zoe Adam 305. Ali Zoe Adam TikTok 305. Send me some music. I'm about to do something big with a record label and put music out because we got to expand, you know what I'm saying? We need to share music together, man, you know what I'm saying? And play a lot of, you know what I'm saying, cultural aspects, you know? We hip-hop. Them boys over there hip-hop, man. Oh, yeah.
HC is asking about Lil Wayne and Birdman contract, how Wayne couldn't leave.
Yeah, I read that one. When he finally got out, it's always about percentage within it. He gave Baby another 51%, and Wayne got 49%. And unbeknownst, he found Drake and Nicki and fucked up again. So total control is on Baby. So no matter what he say, don't fucking matter. Like, yeah, nah, I'm only gonna do what I want to do. So why do that? Like, I don't know.
So Lisa wants to know, would you say that street life? Oh, we've lost him. We'll get him back. I think his phone's run out of charge or something. Thank you for.
Shout out family. Shout out family. I appreciate y'all support. Listen, man. Listen, YouTube been out of control for me. Listen, I appreciate all the cash apps. Look, y'all be giving it up. You feel me? That's why I make sure I'm here 8:30 every night. I love y'all, family, and we keeping it bust.
Through the industry, messing with people like Foxy Brown and a few other people, right? Zoe Pound, one of the original Zoe Pound members. That's right. Let me get y'all get a look at that plaque. That's right. I'm in my office. Yeah, that's right. OZ Giddy. Yeah, I'm doing my thing. Yeah, that's right. How they say it, Yes, Lord. Now, check this out. I had first seen this guy, Ali, Zoe Pound. I had first seen him in a Fed magazine. And he was talking, the money. He had an 848 critique criminal press, same charge I have. He talking in his popping his talk. He said what Zoe, because a lot of people don't know what Zoe Pound means. He said what that really means, talking about knuckles that, fight. The Haitians coming over from Haiti, going to Miami and stuff. So they got and he's best friends with Rick Ross, the rapper Rick Ross. So him and Lil Wayne started running around at one time. And he was explaining how when he went to Weezy to do a verse for his artist or whatever, Weezy spent him. Made him dizzy, give him an old spin. I'll beat to get up out of here, right? So he, according to him, he caught Wayne Phantom in front of the club. Blow it up. Yeah. So he called some other people, had him up again. So I'm reading this and man, I'm ticked off. I'm saying to myself, come on, man. Come on, homie. Y'all letting them play with y'all like that. But in my mind, I'm thinking, we tough from NO. But it's gangsters all over. Let me make that clear. It's gangsters all over. And then they in this people town in Miami, and y'all know them Haitians don't play down there, right? But I'm still ticked off that because they got too much money, too much allow.
Shout out the gangster. Shout out the gangster. I mess with gangster.
Zoe Pound to get up on him like that. But I didn't know Zoe Pound on Reach. I didn't know he was the man in a certain part of Miami. Ali. So I don't know this kind of stuff because I'm locked up. All I know is CMR. Whoever signed the CMR, they're my people. So I'm ticked off about this, right? He in the face. So I said, when I run across him, I'm going to see him. We got to see each other. So it would be years later. I started to get that video, Wayne, and do a over the phone interview going at Zoe because I didn't like how he was kind of cocky, how he was talking that talk in an interview anyway with the Fed magazine. I didn't like that. I was like, what do you think? Okay, now you in the Fed. Okay, I'm gonna see you. But now here's the thing: there's a lot of Zoes in the Fed too, so they run together. And then Florida deep, depending on what federal prison you in, Florida, and they gonna come together, right? But I ain't thinking about nothing because my motto always been this, y'all. How I roll, if I get into it with you, I'm not going to the yard because this is what they do in the Fed. If a dude get into it, I meet on the yard. So I mean they hold call. Everybody going to the yard. And then either going to try to resolve the situation or they're going to take off right on the yard. So it can be fighting, stabbing, or they're going on the yard. My motto always been, it didn't start on the yard, it started right here. So I'm going to take off right here. I'm going to get my man, go to the hole, and then y'all do whatever y'all want to do, clean up, whatever, or just let it go. But I'm going to get him right now, right? So, and I should be like, but I always say this too. Be careful what you say because you never know when you're running to a person. But I had to read him and check it because I know how he look, right? I'm checking him out. Because I don't like what he did to Weezy, right? I'm ticked off about that. Right before I got ready to get out the Fed, y'all, this man pop up on my compound. Now, at this particular time, I'm retired, I'm chilling, I'm trying to cut it, right? But a lot of people know him. He had a big fan. When he hit that compound, it was like when Big Meats hit the other compound we was on together. That's how when he hit that compound in Florida. Yeah, matter of fact, he is in Florida in his home state anyway, and then everybody know who he is. So he walk on the track. He came every time he walks, somebody run up on the dap and him and talk passe. And they you know what I'm saying? They hit them up. They talking. So, and I got a few Muslim brothers. Big Jelly, what's up, baby? I got a few Muslim brothers that's a Haitian. So they speak the language that he speak. So they get talking, and then I be like, what's going on? What y'all talking about? You know what I'm talking about? So anyway, but I'm like, man, I gotta see him. He on the same thing. I gotta see him because I know that's Birdman and people, and he know what I did to Weezy, so I gotta see him. Okay, but here's the thing. It's a lot of dudes from Florida on compound, but there's a lot of Muslims. So now, and there's some Muslims that's from Florida. So now people gotta decide what they're gonna do with them pictures. So now I go to rec y'all. This is how. Now, mind y'all, at this time, I'm not on violent time. I don't want to slang the night. I don't want to go to war. I'm trying to go home now. Because here's the thing. I saw two people since I've been in the Fed. Two different situations where one guy had 4 months to go home. One guy had 2 weeks to go home. They get into a fight in the unit. The guy with the 2 weeks fell and hit his head and died. So the guy who had 4, he was from Florida too, the big old wicked Dre. He went to try to give him 5 years for that. Then I seen another guy have a fight with somebody. He fell and hit his head. They offered him 15. He got life. Now, so I didn't see all the kind of little freak accidents and see all stuff happen. So now, I don't need this happening. I don't need to get in a fight with him. He fall, hit his head, die. Or he hit me, I fall, hit my head, down, stab me, whatever it may be. I don't need that right now. But I still got to put my game face on like I'm with this foolishness because everybody watching. They watching me. They looking. Because you got the haters and the feds who didn't like me, who was hating on me, who was scared to put up. Then you got the ones who was rocking with me. Then you got the ones that's on the sideline they heard about over the years of me stabbing people, slanging the knife, violent, whatever. Now I ain't with that. But my reputation on the line. So I got to go to this rec yard. We go out. So we go out to the yard, right? He posted on the track. So I see the few of the Zoes. He got it all scattered around. So I come out, but I'm with Bo. All right, Bo from Miami. I think Carol City. But Bo been locked up like a year right after me. So he had 20-something years. Everybody know Bo as being considered a booby boy. That's Bo, one of the youngest one on the case. Okay, well, me and him hadn't got real tight, so we used to walk track and talk all the time. We used to talk about positive things, like what we gonna do when we get out, what's going on, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. So him and Bo, they homeboys from the street, so, but like I say,
family, remember, I ain't doing the interview with Ali until I get 1,000 subscribers. So show your brothers some support.
Me and Bo been talking, and we on some positive stuff now. But I gotta come out here now because of this bull crap was going on. And he don't trust me. He thinking I'm on something. But he on the bull crap. He ready to rock and roll. So we get out. I see him, right? Kind of a little taller than me, dreads. I'm looking at him. I say, yeah, it's one of them old crazy Haitians. So, but Bo right here in the middle of us. So he like, so this gangster the Zoe. So he like, what's up? I'm like, what's up? So I'm being calm right now because in my mind, I'm like, nah, not right now, man. I ain't. It's over with. I'm at the end, boy. I see the light, not the tunnel. First, it was dark. When at first, yeah, I want to rumble, which when I see you was on site, blah blah blah, behind that AccuPool. Then you in the magazine talking that talk, but nah. I'm trying to sit down and let's talk. You drink coffee? You want creamer? You want some sugar? In you? What's up? Because I ain't with this foolishness right now. I'm trying to get to the house. So but he ready. He on point.
I feel him completely. Bob, thanks for pulling up. Appreciate your support. You know I do. He say yes, sir.
He ready to rock. He trying to feel me out. But I'm coming in peace, but I'm out here. I'm trying to see what's going, what it is, because at the end of the day, I am Mr. Cash Money. That's just what it is. I don't care what they talking about now. I was Mr. Cash Money then. Now they can have it now. So it's all about Green Gang now, baby. That's right, I'm Green Gang. So Green Records. Let me see how that sounds. Y'all like that name, Green Records? Green Gang Records? Green. I don't know. Anyway, we start walking the track. He right here, Bo in the middle, and it's me. We walking the track. So I'm like, well, man, what's going on? What's up? He like, well, man, I know I'm here in Birdman, your people, bro, and I got an issue with Wayne, and I know Wayne Bird's son, so I'm trying to see, I'm just trying to check the temperature, see what's going on, what's up with you. I'm like, man, he got some kahunas to be talking about, boy, because really, when somebody comes to a compound, it's like, I got the home court advantage, you at my compound. But he from Florida, I got these Haitians on his compound, and I got Florida behind me. What's up? But he don't know the power of the pool that I got on the compound too. But I'm humble with it right now because I'm at the finish line. You ain't about to hope more, no indeed. Why did 23 years and 10 months. You think I'm about to let you, no, it was 9 months at the time because I was waiting for to hear back from the judge after the victim family did the impact statement. Anyway, I ain't no way in the world, boy, I done come too far, boy. The judge already had re-sentenced me, but he put it on hold. He ain't about to let you jack that off. Because what happens is we get into a fight, if I up and knife stab him, hurt him, or whatever, they gonna have to write up. Prosecutor going, Giannis, you shouldn't let him out now because nah, it's one thing about me. I was always a smart, educated gangster. I always tell people that. But he on the bull crap, right? He ain't so kind of aggressive. But he respectful. He standing his guard, but he respectful, but he let me know.
He all gas, family. He don't have no brakes.
So I'm on this. I'm with this bull, right? But I'm like, if I match his energy, get high, like, man, it's gonna go right there, right? So I learned that with a lot of people, right? Sometimes when a person aggressive, as long as they're not totally disrespecting you, you gotta be able to think. You gotta think for you and the next man before that car just crash, right? So I'm listening to him. He going in though. He talking his talk, when I get out, when he got a problem with 50.
It's called overstanding.
Now listen, I was checking out, man, because Zoe Pound, they got a very interesting history coming out of Florida, and he done a lot of stuff, man. Cold gangster, man, stepper. Hopefully he come out and get his mind right, because them youngsters ain't playing out here. Them young boys, he been gone a nice little minute, so them young boys got all kind of foreigns, and he a cold gangster, and he a lot of guys who go to prison, they be on that gangster stuff, be on that gangster talk, and they don't really realize that time has passed, and now it's the next generation.
Yeah, time changed.
Up, and you think you gonna come home and look, little boy, y'all, and them little boys got foreign. They got foreign cars, and now they got them foreign UDs. So that's why OG Giggity get them out their way. Y'all, you know what? You right, young. I'm out your way, because I know when I was young how I was. So dealer young boy. So hey, man, hopefully you get it right. Hopefully I can.
They got technology with them.
Send word, or I get a chance to talk to him, bring him on my platform, go find out what he got going on, what he doing. He gonna see things have changed. A lot of friends, who's his friends, before he left, they ain't his friends no more. A lot of them faking, a lot of them turned their back on him. He gonna learn all, he gonna see all that. But I'm gonna try to reach out to him and get him on the platform so y'all can hear from him. That's what I do. I reach out to the people. Hey, come on over to.
Well, family, he reached out to me today, and we for sure get him on the platform. You know what I'm saying? He told me he was ready when I was ready. He told me he would roll with it now if I wanted. Family, I ain't doing that. We gonna get these subscribers up to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm gonna show you how to interview. All right, then, family. Look, as always, it don't take much to be nice. All right, we all gotta live on this planet together. We share in the same space. All right, let's be respectful and let's be mindful of one another. I love y'all. Thanks for pulling up. I appreciate your time. Hit that like button. Share the program if you will. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. The Cash App is on the screen. Hit the super chat. Support the channel. I love you, family. Thanks for your time. I'll see y'all tomorrow night at 8:30.